So if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Stanley. I'm from Science Department, and I'm one of the power user for Schoology. And today I am taking you guys through formatting folders and pages. Okay, so I would like you guys to just log onto your Schoology website, and then we'll start from there. Okay, so I'll give you guys a couple minutes to sort that out. And yeah. So if you guys don't want to log on, everybody's on or no, not yet? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We'll wait for you guys. Oh wait, that's fine. But as you guys see, this is my science department Schoology. So yeah.
Right. Oh, I see.
Stanley, on the phone, you have your says email login username.
Yeah, just make sure you log in through the Howard College domain, then that should be fine. Yeah, I'll have a look later, but okay. So just a bit of rundown of what we're going to do today. So I'm going to first of all introduce you guys to folders and pages, right? The second one, we're just going to try to add materials to our courses. The third one is to create an inline page, and I'll explain a bit more what inline means. Fourth, insert files, hyperlink, and hidden vocab definitions. 5, you can also record audio and videos to your Schoology material if you want to say something to your kids or, have a video. 6, you can embed the YouTube videos on Schoology or any kind of videos. And 7, we're just going to do some questions and answers. If you've got any problems with Schoology, you can feel free to talk to me about it. It doesn't have to be formatting folders and pages, and I can try my best to help you guys out. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to courses. So it's on top here. I'm just going to go to courses, and I'm going to go to one of my class. Okay, so I'm going to go to my 12 bio. So I'm going to go click the first one. You guys can enter any one you want if you want to give it a try, or if you want to just have a look of it on the screen. Now, so this is your courses, and this is your course for 12 bio for myself. And you can add materials to it, and this is where you can add folders, page, or even links, okay? And how you do that, all you have to do is click the add materials. So if you click add materials, there's a couple of options to do. You can add folders, you can add assignments, you can even make a quiz, you can even add file, links, external tools, discussion page. I'm not entirely sure about add package. I tried to figure out yesterday, but I don't know what it is. But there's lots of things that you can do. The most basic one that you probably want to do is add folders. For me, last year, I like to divide each of my topics into folders, or maybe each of the achievement standards into folders, so it's easier for the students to access. You can also put like a bracket and say whether it's internal and external, so students it's easier for them to see. So if I just click the add folder button, it'll be loading, and it will show up this wonderful page where you can put your title. You can even choose your folder color, and you can add a description to it. So for example, I'm just going to type osmosis and tonicity, because that's one of the topic. And I'm going to make it pretty orange. And, tonicity, I'm pretty sure I spelled it right.
It's got an I between the C and T.
Oh, tonicity, C-I... I-T-Y? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yay, cool. Right. So, now, you can add description to it. You can also add when you want this to be visible. So you can actually add a date. So if you're going to add everything add all the folders into your Schoology, but some folders you don't want to show the students, in this period of time. You only want to show them in 10-2. You can actually set a date, and you can change the availability. So say, for example, available after start date. So if my start date is March the 1st, that means from March the 1st onward, this folder will be visible to the students. But that's just one of the functions. You can just make it visible if you wanted to do that. But if you're one of those people that like to add everything onto Schoology, but some stuff you just don't want to show us to the student yet, you can change the date. You can even make it hidden if you want, or you can say available during the date range. You can even set a time that you only want this folder to be visible. For example, if it's only for assessment, you just set that particular period of time, okay? But in the meantime, I'm just going to go visible, and I'm going to go create. So say loading, and boom, there's my folder with my fancy orange color. Now, if you ever want to change it, for example, like the spelling mistake I made, all you have to do with all the Schoology stuff is press this middle, well, no, it's a cog, right? So you just press that and you can edit it. So I'm going to show you guys that. So if I press that, I can edit, and it will go back to this page again where I can change everything, etc., etc. Now, a couple more options down. If you click this again, the cog, you can edit. So that's what I was doing before. You can move the folder between different courses. So for example, if I press move, it will show me where do I want to go, right? I can go, well, in fact, it's just, I can move this folder into another folder, for example. I can move it around within the course. I can also copy to courses. So if I copy to courses, I copy to another course. So if you're doing two 12 bio class, I can copy this folder to another 12 bio class, for instance, okay? And the last one is save to resources. If it's something that you really like by the end of the year, you're really happy with all the resources you put on that folder and you want to save it, you put it save to resources. This will save to your personal resources and you'll find this folder within your personal resources. So next year, when you want to use it again, you can just copy that for the whole folder into the new class again, if you wanted to. Okay? So if you got any, anything that you want to alter with the folder, this is the place to go. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my folder and I'm going to click it. Boom, and it says add material again, right? Now, in this case, you can add multiple things. So again, you can add another folder if you want within another folder. You can add text, files, etc. Now I'm just going to try to add something called a page, okay? A page is just any kind of information you want to show it to the kids, okay? So I'm going to add page, and then it will pop up with something like this. So you can have a title for your page. So for example, Introduction to Tonicity. Oh, no, I spelled it wrong again. That's right. It's just okay. Never mind. Now, I don't know why. Cool. Now inside here, you can type any information you want to know. Well, you want for your kids to see, right? So you can type anything in there. The only problem with this is you cannot change the font. The font is always fixed. There's no way to change it. If you guys look at this toolbar here, it's kind of like a Word document. Like you open up Word, you have different options. So you can underline, italics, bold. You can add bullet points. You can even change the color of the word. You can even highlight a word. For some people that need, for example, symbols or equations, if you're from the maths department, you can actually click this little icon here and there's options to add equations or symbols if you ever need it, okay? But then it's pretty much like a Word document that you just type on there, but it will be saved onto Schoology, okay? Now, this is the one I was trying to do yesterday, and it turns out really funny. So I got a PowerPoint about tonicity and plant cell, and I like this particular paragraph I wrote here, and I want the student to understand it. What I do is I just, well, in this case, I'm just going to copy, and then I will paste it here. Now, if you guys see, the reason it looks like that is because in my PowerPoint, all the writing is in white. So there, you might bound to have a problem where, when you try to copy, a paragraph from somewhere to your Schoology, it doesn't work. Okay? How do you fix that? I'm just going to delete everything here. What I did was I copied this and I put it into a Word document and make sure it's just in plain Word documents, okay, like that. And I copied that, and then I post it here, okay. So everything will look fancy, everything will look this normal, and I'm gonna leave it like this. Cool. I don't know why I can't delete all this. More words. So that's that. Now, the couple of things you can do in under this particular place, right? You can put all your writing here. You can also insert diagrams, okay? If I want to show a diagram of what tonicity means, all I have to do is always click on this particular button. So if I click here, insert content, that's what it's called, I can actually go image and media. So if you have already got an image in your, your flash drive, that is cool. All you have to do is go attach file and you just open up whatever your file is, right? So if I go to my 2015 cells, nope, nothing here. I'll just go to the Kahoot image, tonicity, boom, and it will say uploading. And it should be there, okay? Voila. Now, sometimes you don't have an image with yourself, okay? You just want to Google online. All you have to do is you don't have to actually download the image. You can just go from the web and you can just put the link on it. So for example, I can go to Google and I type tonicity and I go to image and I go, ooh, this is a great diagram. I click it and I just say view image. All I have to do is copy the URL here. If I copy the URL here, so I'm just gonna go right click, copy, I go back to my thing, I just place my link here, and it will insert the media straight for you. So you don't even need to have a copy in your flash drive. You can just go onto the internet and say, this is what I want, I found a URL, boom, I place it over there, okay?
So it knows that because you selected image, not link, it knows to give you the picture, not just the link.
Yeah, because if you guys, for all the picture stuff, or you should have like a .gif or .jpeg thing at the end. So that's how Schoology notices it's an image, right? So if you just post that link to it, then it will just display the image straight away. But yes.
So just to double check, so if I've gone to the internet, I found something like this.
Yeah.
I right click the link at the top.
Yeah.
And then when I go back into the Schoology page,
Yeah.
so I don't have to open anything specific on Schoology.
No, you don't have to open just yet. Just copy this link, and then all you have to do is when you go back to Schoology, just go to Insert Content, Image Media, and instead of using Upload Media, you say from the web, right? So from the web, you click, and it will show. It will ask you whether it's image or media. Okay, if it's media, it will be like a YouTube link, but that's fine. But if you just put image is selected here, you just put the link there and insert media, and it will just be.
So if it was from your own computer, you'd say upload media.
Yep, if it's from your own computer, you just go upload media. It's only if you like you don't have anything on your computer, but you just want to go on internet and have a look, then you go to from the web, and that's a place where you can insert your URL for your diagram or whatever. Okay, cool. Now, so I got two diagrams here. I actually like the one at the bottom, so I can actually delete the one on the top. All you have to do is select the diagram, and it will pop up with these little two things. Okay. One, the crosses just means you want to delete. Another one is you can change the property of the diagram. For example, if I click there, it will do another pop-up and it will say, do you want to give the description to your diagram? Do you want to give dimension? Do you want to give borders, vertical space, and horizontal space? What I mean by vertical space is if you type like 10 here, this diagram will go down like by 10 points. I don't know how they define points, but it will go down 10 points. If you type 10 here horizontally, it will move this way like 10 points, okay? But normally the diagram is always on the left-hand side of the thing. But there's this little tweak you can do to your diagram, but in this case, I'm just gonna delete it. So I'm gonna select it again and delete, okay? Now I can change the size of this diagram by just, similar to Word document. I can drag it, I can enlarge it, yeah. And you can also align to the center if you want to use it align to it.
So when you first insert it, it will always just define left?
Yeah, it will always define left. I tried yesterday, it always define left. I'm not too sure why, but you can just make it into center if you want. And like I said, the interesting thing is you can add borders. And so for example, borders, if I type like 10, as you can, and then again, it goes to the left. I don't know, I think that's the default place, but you see there's a massive border. If you want that, that's what you want, all right? So that's like that, and I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. And I'm just gonna press create, okay? So the moment you press create, it will be there and it comes up like this. Ooh, yep. So if I click this, it will pop into another page where it will have my description and my writing. Now, sometimes you don't want it to just open up another page. You want to create something called inline page, which is easier for the kids to just click and see everything. And I'll explain to you guys what it is. So I'm going to go back to this side and I'm going to press the cog and I'm going to press edit, right? Now I'll go back to this page again so I can do any editing I want. Underneath here, you can change three things. You can align learning objectives. So later on, if you guys do have your learning objectives on Schoology, you can say this is learning objective 1 or this is student learning objective 2. So everything will be categorized. And the second one here is called visible to student. If it's something that you don't want to be visible to student, but you just typed it up and you want to show it later on, you can just press that and that will become hidden. Okay? When it's not green, it's hidden. When it's green, students can see it. But in the moment, we'll make it student can see it. And the last one is called display on new page. So at the moment, it is displaying on new page. If I click my link, it will jump into another page with all my information. However, if I click this again, it will say display inline. Okay, and I'll show you guys what it means by inline. So if I save changes, and it will loading. If I just go outside again and go back to osmosis and tonicity, as you can see, everything is displayed on one page. You don't have to go into a new page again. So if it's something that's really important, that all you wanted to do is once they click the folder, they see everything, you use inline. Inline is a great way to show what you want to show them straight away. It doesn't have to go into another page. Okay, so inline. Now, a couple other things you can do with your document. If I want to link it to a Wikipedia page, like a hyperlink, I can do that as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say vacuum. Vacuum is a word I want them to know, and I want to link it to Wikipedia. So that's the Wikipedia page, right? Now, I want to hyperlink the word vacuum here. So all I have to do is highlight the word I want to hyperlink. I go insert content. I go link. And it will pop up a little thing called link URL, right? This is the part where you insert the website that you want. So for example, my Wikipedia vacuum, I'm going to go copy. And I'm just going to click here, and I'm just going to go paste, and I go insert. Now your vacuum should be highlighted, right? If the students see it, they can say, oh, I don't know what the word vacuum means, so I forgot what the word vacuum means. All I have to do is now click on the word, and it will pop up the Wikipedia page for them. So it's basically like a very interactive Word document on Schoology, okay? So instead of giving them just a Word document, you can just post everything on Schoology, including, you know, websites and things like that. If you don't like website, you just want to add definition to it. So you can also do that as well. So going back, I'm just going to click the edit button again over here. So for example, cell wall is a word I want to give a definition for. I can actually add definition to it. So I'm going to select cell wall, and I'm going to go to this insert content again, and I'm going to go tooltip. And here you can type a little descriptions about the words that you want them to learn. So for example, cell wall is a rigid cellular structure. Okay, or yes.
You teach science.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, that's what I want to know. All I have to do is press enter. It will do a little loading. Now, if the students go and click cell wall, it will say rigid cellular structure, like that. So yeah, either you can do it like a little hyperlink if you want, or you can just, you know, type in the definition for them, and it will show it up. Okay. So things like these. It's what you mostly find all these little functions in the insert content symbol. Okay, just click that, have a look around, and everything should be there. Okay.
Sorry,
so,
can you go through this again?
Yeah. Sure. So okay. So if I go to my cog and go click edit, and then I go plant cell, and then I just select whatever word I want them to, you know, to have a little hidden definition, right? I click the insert content button, and I click tooltip at the very bottom. Oh, hold on, I just accidentally got rid of it. So yeah, tooltip, and then it will pop up this little thing here where you can do a little type up. Okay, so plant cell is awesome, or whatever, something like that. Okay, and then all you have to do is press enter. It will do a little loading, and now if I select plant cell, it will say plant cell is awesome. Okay, so, you know, if you just want to give them definitions, this is an easy way to do it. But if you just wanted to go do some research about particular words, I mean, you can hyperlink it if you want. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how to insert a video. Okay.
So just quickly on that,
Yep.
if you click on vacuum,
Yeah, click vacuum. It will just load up a new page.
yeah, if you see how that's got hyperlinks all in it, if you actually just copy that and paste it into your diagram, it takes all the hyperlinks with it. Try it.
which is really
Oh,
useful
right.
for, say, like the
Yes.
English away pages.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that have got all the links to them.
Yeah.
If you just copy that content and paste
Paste
it
it.
into your diagram, all of the hyperlinks come across.
Yeah.
It's quite a faster way.
Because they don't
Good.
work that way.
Yeah.
They can, but you've got to click through to make so you
Yeah,
can take
you
that
can take the
thing and
whole-
all
yeah.
of those links will then appear.
So you take the information, so
Yeah. Cool.
So
Something I learned today as well. Yes.
I'm trying to copy something from my Excel file
Yes.
onto this page.
Yeah. With Excel, unfortunately, it's a file. It's a system, right? Unfortunately, they have to open up themselves. So instead of adding pages, you're going to go to Add Material, and you're going to add File, Link, or External Tool. So, for example, if it's a Word document, if it's a Type Up Achievement Standard Word document, or if it's an Excel spreadsheet that you want them to see, you have to click the file, and you have to say Attach Files, and you choose whichever files that you want to put on. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately with Excel, you have to do it through here. Unless you, I don't think there's a way to import it. Maybe you can copy all your content from Excel into Page, maybe, but just give it a try. I haven't tried it yet. Because normally for me, for Word document or Excel, I just insert file instead, okay? Okay, moving.
So when they view that, that file will be open or just a link that they need to?
If they click that file, they'll do a little pop-up. If it's a Word document, normally they can see it through Schoology, but they can also download it if they want. Okay, so I can show you guys really quickly if you want. So for example, my 12 bio, they're all links. I'll just go to my. I'll just go to my archive and I'll show you guys my last year 12 bio. So this is my last year one, and this is how I set my up. So I have all my achievement standards, and what I like to do is instead of creating page, I just upload documents. So for example, Mr. Chen's microscope guide. If I click it, it will show up this new page, and it will do a little preview. Right? The student doesn't have to download it, but they can if they want to. If they want to download it, they just click the download file, and they can modify and look through Word, like the Word application, the Word software. But this is what I normally do. You can add pages, but I like to just add my PowerPoint or whatever I need up on the, and then students just choose whichever one they want to grab. Cool.
They can download them to their own.
Yep, they can download to their own. So if they want to download Mr. Chen's microscope guide, they just click download file, and it will ask the students where to save the files, right? I think the internet's a bit slow, but yeah, normally it should do a little pop-up and say, where do you want to save this file? And yes, okay. So going back to my 12 bio, and go back to osmosis and tonicity. Now, I'm just going to click the cog, and I'm going to go to edit, and instead of diagram, I want to add a video to it because diagram is a bit boring. I want to add in a video to it. So what you can do is you can go to, for example, YouTube. And for example, I found a video on osmosis and tonicity just before you guys arrive. I'm going to select this. Oh, I'm not going to select this link. I'm going to go to this button called share. Boom. And I'm going to copy the embedded URL, not the top one, the embedded one. Okay, I'll show you guys why. If I click the embed, it will give you this very long URL, but this is awesome. Keep this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go Control C, copy. I go back to my osmosis, and underneath here you can insert link, and I'm just going to click. Okay, so I basically inserted my YouTube embedded URL on there. I can give a title if I want. You don't have to, I believe. All I have to do now is press attach, and it will say embedded media. So if I go save change, it should show up at the bottom, like here, and I can just click it, and it will show up straight away. Now, if you don't use the embedded URL, instead if you use just the one at the top, from yesterday when I tried it out, it will just open up like a new YouTube pages, right? If you use the embedded one, it will show within your Schoology site. So this, if you don't want the kids to just like click it and go to another website, you just wanted to see it in one place, use the embedded function. Okay, it is really good. Now, you don't have to just embed your YouTube videos through the the page. You can actually do it separately. So, for example, if I just want to put this YouTube video on without all the writings. All I do is, if I click osmosis, tonicity, and I click add material, and I say add link, add file link. So I just click the link one, and I'm going to put Control V. So again, embed there, and this is going to call osmosis. Okay, just like that, and add. And it should, hopefully, show up just at the bottom, and then you can just show them the video. You don't have to have a page. Just show them the video that you want. Okay? Any question so far? Is it a bit confusing? Or do you... No? Cool. Happy chappy? Okay. Anything I need to go through? Oh, record audio and video. So going back to my page again. Just go to my cog, edit. You can actually insert a little video or audio. So for example, audio and video recording, if you click it, you can decide whether you want to make it audio or video together, okay? If you want to make it audio, if you click it, you can just, if you click this button, the moment you click it, it will record whatever you want to say. So instead of giving them word instruction, you can give them, you know, something through your voice or even through videos if you want. Oh, yep, sorry, that's all right. So if I go back to my edit page section, right, underneath, just on the bottom right-hand corner, you can either insert a file in there, a link, this is what we did with the YouTube video. You can also insert content in your resources. So if you use your resource button on Schoology, you save everything there, you can grab a file from there. Or if you click this microphone icon at the bottom, it will say add or audio and video recording. So if you click that, it will say whether you want to add audio or video audio together. Alright, but if it's video audio together, you need to have your webcam and your microphone all set up. If it's audio, yeah, just you can. I think with the school computer, there's a microphone, built-in microphone. You can literally just speak in front of the computer, and it should save it up.
So would that be quite a good way, let's say, you set relief?
Yeah.
In an ideal world,
Yeah.
you have like almost like a video Skype.
Yeah, you can, but that's just like if the relievers have access to Schoology, then that would be great. Yeah, but I mean, this is a great way for, I mean, you know, it can be sitting relief, or it could be a way to just communicate with your students. In fact, students will be able to record audios if they want to onto the thing. Okay? Cool. What else do I need to go through? I think, oh, lastly, if you guys use Quizlet, sorry. I'm just going to change this into, save change. Now, do you guys use Quizlet? Yeah. Yep, Quizlet. You can also embed Quizlet on Schoology. So just quickly show you guys Quizlet. So for example, I'm just going to click my random Quizlet here, right? Now, how to embed Quizlet into Schoology? Very easy. All you have to do is press the share button, I believe. Hold on, just let me have a look. Oh, no, sorry, hold on, not the share button. Go to more and click the embedded, okay? So click more and click embedded. Click that, and it will give you different URL for different activities. Now, don't worry which activity you want to do. Just select one. I normally select the flashcards one, okay? So I'm just going to go up here, and I go select. I'm just going to copy that. Going back to my osmosis one, I'm going to go add material, add file link for external tools. I click the link, and I click Ctrl V, and that is it. Now, I want to display on Schoology, that is what I want to do, and I'll have a little title saying osmosis. Okay, and I go back. Now, oh, listen. So if I click it, it will jump straight to your Quizlet on Schoology. So you don't have to go to Quizlet website again. You just use the Schoology one. Now, this is a flashcard. You can choose different study mode. So you can go TIS, or you can go Speller or Space Race. So they can do this all on Schoology, which is pretty neat. Any question? Awesome. So that's pretty much it.